Hey everybody, how's it going? So today I thought I would talk about the past compared to how things are today. So I got this notification today on YouTube for some old ass comment I left on like a 10 plus year old video. It's just one of those old YouTube videos of, like a song uploaded with just a static image, like some old rap song. And that just like got me feeling really nostalgic. And I was just thinking like music back then was definitely better. And for years, I'm talking mm, 2011 to like 2015 ish. Um, so if you're like an early Gen Zer or like a late millennial, you'll know what I'm talking about, I guess. But yeah, those times are so much better. Like music was definitely better. Like nowadays, music is garbage now. Um, back then, who did we have coming out in like who was big in those years? Um, Wiz Khalifa was huge. I always was a big fan of his. Um, he still had some stupid stuff like, Nicki Minaj and, um, that whole kind of thing. Like there was Katy Perry. Katy Perry wasn't that bad. Um, I don't know. Just like, I feel like music back then still had like a little bit of substance, you know? We got Trap Queen from Fetty Wap. That was a good song. It's not like super deep or anything, but just like a feel good music was just, feel good. There's like the club hits, there's just like feel good, whatever song, but like everything now is just, all the popular music at least now is just, it's like the instant gratification form of music. You know what I mean? It's just everything is simple, straight to the point. There's like no deeper meaning with the lyrics, nothing. Um, it's just like SoundCloud rappers with face tattoos. Right? It's like everything sounds the same. And it's not just music either. Just everything was better. Like just looking back, like video games, we have some good games today, like Elden Ring, and we have like some really high quality stuff, but the vast majority of it is just garbage. Like the video game industry back then was so much better. Like not every game wasn't filled with microtransactions, just trying to make the absolute most amount of money possible. The whole battle royale craze like came and went. This was after, right? But like I always thought the battle royale thing was like, damn, can we just get a normal ass video game? Like they're just capitalizing on like whatever's possible to make the most amount of money, right? After like this era that I'm talking about, because back then you like the Modern Warfare 2 era, that's never gonna happen again. That's never gonna happen again. Yeah, just Googled that. That came out in 2009, but that's never gonna. Things are never gonna be like that again, ever. Um, but yeah, video games. I would say those were better. Just like the entire culture around everything was better. Like the internet was, present and it was like taking off and it was like a part of society, but it didn't like take over society. It wasn't like so deeply ingrained like it is today. It wasn't a society changer. I remember Facebook was really big and there's no Instagram, any of that shit, right? Like before smartphone apps, before like social media went to the smartphone, everything was so much better. Because you had to actually sit down and like use a computer to, go on Facebook. Now I'm like aging myself with this video, but I don't give a fuck. Because if you didn't like live this shit, seriously, like it was so much, everything was so much fucking better. And is that just like nostalgia talking? Probably a little bit, but honestly, I don't think so in totality. Like, I really do think things were better then. I wonder if every generation is going to think like this. Probably are. But yeah, I would come home after school and, you'd go on Facebook and girls were still doing the same shit they are now. Like, even in those days, girls would post albums photo albums on Facebook, right? Trying to like be the hottest chick or, show off. And it's all the same shit, but it wasn't to the level that it is today where it's just like absolutely shameless. Like, give me the attention, give me the attention, give me the attention. Um, it wasn't like that. And then the political situation too, like obviously I was like younger and didn't really give a fuck at the time, but you know, like the Obama years were like the last years where everything was normal. I'm not saying, oh, it was like Trump caused everything, like everything went to shit after Trump. Like not really. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm just saying, yeah, like 2011 to like 2015, I was like back when everything was just normal, because now everything is so politically divided and it's like you're either on this team or this team. And I just don't really feel like it was like that back then, and then we didn't have like all the woke policies and, school was like normal for me. I hear all these crazy stories now about, different things. I can't remember one like incident in my school where some crazy shit happened or somebody got fired for saying something or, someone was offended or like this and that. Like that didn't happen. Or if it did, like nobody heard about it. And yeah, the internet was just taking off. The internet was still kind of like a Wild West. Obviously, like not as much as it was 10 years prior or anything. Like Flash games. I remember playing Flash games. That was like a little bit before that. That was probably like 2000, I don't know, 9-ish, 2010, 2008, something. But yeah, like everything was just, I don't know. It just felt like culturally we were definitely in a better place, 100%. Um, and it's never going to be like that again. We're never going back to that ever. Like the world is is not going back to that anytime soon, obviously. Oh, and the economy wasn't out of control either. Like you could actually afford and buy shit. Like I never heard my friends and my friends' parents bitching about, oh, inflation is out of control or, things are so expensive now and da da da. Like, sometimes, yeah, of course, like everybody's parents likes to bitch about spending money. But I didn't really hear that from people. Like I rented a place with roommates. I think I paid like, I don't know, it was like $300 a month, my portion. Granted, I had like three roommates, but it was a big house, and I paid like, yeah, $300 a month, less than $300 a month for my portion of that rent. Like that shit doesn't exist anymore, man. Maybe if you're out in the middle of nowhere somewhere, sure, but yeah, it's just kind of sad, Obviously, this is just a nostalgia video pretty much, but shit's never going back to that. We are where we're at, I wonder how can you not wonder what things are going to be like in another 10 years, 20 years? Not just like technologically, but also culturally. That's like the part that I think worries most people the most is like culturally where we're going to be at in 10, 20 years. Um, and like the technology aspect of it too, VR, the metaverse, everything combined with the culture is, oh man, it's gonna be, that's for sure. It sure is gonna be. Um, but anyway, like the video if you liked it. I think that's all I got for now, and have a good one. Thanks. Bye.